Good morning, everyone. Back to you today, Monday, for Energetically Speaking. Today, I'm being guided to speak about mental health. And the reason I'm being guided to speak about it is there's so many people struggling with mental health right now. Lots of anxiety, depression, just generalized unhappiness, inability to just get moving. Just feeling stuck. A lot of people feeling really stuck kind of in maybe a little bit of a dark hole. And so I wanted to talk to you about it today because my background was mental health counseling, and I was a counselor for over 25 years and worked with people in traditional and some non-traditional ways. And it wasn't until I started working non-traditionally, meaning bringing in energy work, that people really made powerful, big changes and quickly. And so I'd like to talk to you today about energy being an answer instead of maybe some of the pharmaceutical stuff that you try for your mental health. Because I just recently worked with a gal who was struggling with anxiety and depression really bad, and she'd kind of lost hope and was giving up. Not a good spot to be in. Been there myself years and years ago, and I have compassion for anybody who's in that spot. But I didn't know any better than what, traditionally we're taught to do about that kind of thing. And so when I started exploring other options energetically, it wasn't something I really believed in. So I thought, this isn't going to do anything, I don't think. But, I didn't really have a choice. I was not in a good place. So I tried some non-traditional energy stuff, and that's really when things turned around for me. I was struggling with a health issue, fibromyalgia, and, the doctor said, you just have to learn to live with it. There's nothing we can do for you. And that just didn't sit right with me. So I kept, hanging on and hoping and looking for some hope somewhere, and found it when I started with energy work. And I'm very grateful to say that I no longer have the symptoms or even feel remotely like I did when I had fibromyalgia. I feel really good, and my body doesn't hurt, and no brain fog, all that good stuff. So what I wanted to say is energy, if you've never explored energy work or energy healing of any kind, I highly recommend it. And I highly recommend, if you struggle with some mental illness kind of things, that you explore something that works on epigenetics or generational trauma. So that's something that I'm very passionate about, something that I've devoted my life's work to, and something that we do with Trailblazing Communications. And that's something you can learn to do yourself. It's not hard. Working with energy is not hard. Everybody can do it. I don't care if you've never heard about energy before, if you've never tried anything in the healing arts, you can do it. Everybody can. It just have to have a want and take the time to learn, and we can teach you. We've taught people from all different walks of life, different backgrounds, and it's doable. So one of the things that we start people with mental health stuff is working on their stress response system. We all have a stress response system. And the unfortunate part is, we all have trauma. And here's the part that's really hard to get your head around, is that when we are conceived, when we become a fetus, instantly all the unresolved trauma from both our moms and our dad's ancestral sides is passed on energetically to that fetus. So we right away, before we even enter, physically enter the world outside of our mothers, we are full of trauma already. And then we have trauma of birth. Trauma being in the womb can be hard sometimes. And trauma is so many things that we don't even understand. So what I mean by that is we think trauma has to be a 911 call. It's not. Trauma can be living in poverty. It could be having an alcoholic parent. It could be being neglected. It could be staying in a job you hate for a long period of time. Being in a relationship that doesn't feed you. I think our winters here in the North Dakota, Minnesota area can be traumatic. We had just all were through a couple years of really big world trauma, and we're still in it. So here's the deal. Lots of people's trauma stress response systems are full, and these last couple years pushed it over the top. So a lot of people are struggling. The beautiful thing, you guys, is don't give up hope. It's fixable. It's shiftable. So if that's something that interests you, you can follow our Facebook, Trailblazing Communications. You can go to our website, trailblazingcommunications.com, and check that out. But I'm really talking to you because I just want you to know there's hope. And that was what helped me get through my dark night of the soul, was I've learned about something different than what I thought was the only thing out there. And that gave me hope. And hope floats, you guys. It keeps you afloat. So if I can give you a little hope, I hope I can. I hope I do. But you're going to have to take the next steps and reach out and find that energy modality or whatever it is you decide to do different than what you're doing if it's not working, and do it so that you can get beyond. But mental health is shiftable. It is healable. No matter what you've heard, I'm going to tell you everything's healable. So I hope that leaves you with some hope. And if you have questions, you can reach out at hello@trailblazingcommunications.com. And I hope you have a fabulous Monday. And I hope, energetically speaking, you have a healthy and happy day. Take care. Bye-bye.